as well. This first one we're going to see is when we decided, wouldn't it be fun to try Hobie cat racing? Let's take a look at this right now. It didn't turn out exactly the way we had expected. Here it is. You were so far ahead in this race, practically from the very beginning, that I had to dream up some kind of strategy.
Well, I had a lot of style there, but you did think of a way to trick us.
And make you fall behind.
You could just give up now. There's no way you can possibly win this race, so we can tell from back here. You've looked very good so far this race, but it's time for you to just throw in the towel and let us get up there. They're not listening. We're losing.
It didn't work. We still won. The only problem with that Hobie cat day is there was no wind.
I don't know what our problem was. I really don't, because we were trying, and my sailor knew what she was doing. I don't even think we crossed the finish line.
No, I think it's luck. A big part of it is luck.
Oh, I remember this. The idea behind this one was when we were trying out various people's professions. And here I was at a nursery school in Edina, and the idea here was for me to be a nursery school teacher and really relate to the kids.
You look so confused. Why? What were you doing here?
Feeling like a fool.
What was this? Was this with marching?
Yeah, well, you know, to get in with the kids and to lead them and make them feel, I guess, like you're one of them.
Did you rethink your leadership qualities after this?
Well, I was trying to be sensitive to the kids. See that ducking?
Yeah. What was that supposed to be?
At least the kids weren't laughing at me at this point. I don't know. You think this was bad? You know what we did after
chaos.
that? What's that?
Chaos broke out here.
Yeah.
You were leading them, and it was chaotic.
Try this one.
What?
Now we're on the ground.
What's this?
Well, it's some kind of fun exercise where you feel your body and you kind of roll over and all that. I don't know.
Oh, talk about feeling your body. I was out trying to do some bicycle racing out at a course in Shakopee. And I'd watched the racers all morning take this track with no problem whatsoever. They took their bikes way up high on this ramp. So I was getting real bold, and I thought I'd go up just little bitty ways on the ramp.
And?
I was, yes, okay. I was bruised and scarred from that for, 6 weeks.
This is the very first you got it that we ever did. We called Fujiya and said, hey, how about letting me try to be, what do you call those chefs? Oh, what do you call them?
Teppanyaki.
Oh, yeah, the teppanyaki table, whatever. Anyway, Koji was the man who was teaching me how, and it's really not easy.
Oh, he's so good. Look at that technique. Steve's turn.
Now look at that technique he's using there. He flipped the shrimp right into the
plate.
Yeah, plate. That's it. Plate. You see, I couldn't even get the names of the things that we're using there. Of course, it was difficult.
Certainly looks easy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Then I tried to flip.
Oh, now this was fun.
This is when those, what is that, a jet ski?
No, it's a wet bike. A jet ski you stand on, a wet bike you sit on, and it's a lot like a motorcycle on the water.
This is when they had first come out. How was it?
Great fun, but scary.
Ooh, boom.
Yeah, let's see that again. Oh boy, was that fun. I'd love to see it one more time. Yay!
That didn't hurt, did it?
No.
This is when we decided that it would be enlightening to try for a short amount of time. I guess we did it for how long?
Oh, maybe 2-3 hours at the most.
To wheel a wheelchair around downtown Minneapolis and try the various types of obstacles that people who are actually in wheelchairs have to negotiate.
This was a technique called popping your wheels, which is a way you have to get up curbs if there isn't a ramp, and it's tough. I don't know how they do it consistently. You finally got it right.
Well, you know what it takes?
What?
Strength.
Yeah.
You just have to muscle it up. And then we went out into the Skyway system. By the way, I wasn't being casual there. What happened was, if you can see, the leg part broke off of the chair. And then it was time to negotiate this ramp.
You have no idea the obstacles that are around in everyday life until you're in a wheelchair.
Well, yeah, the problem with this ramp is it's steep. Now watch. I will right over to the right there.
Wow.
And there was no way, actually, I could stop myself. Now, possibly if you had more wheelchair technique, you could take care of it, but it was tough.
But walking, that's something you wouldn't even notice you were walking up or down.
Yeah.
In a wheelchair, it's an enormous obstacle.
We had people milling around us, not realizing what we were doing, and watch this lady come up behind. She didn't realize we were doing this for television. Now, she sees the camera. You know, she thinks it's like Alan Funt time.
Let you go?
Yeah, and then she was just going to let me go, but I thought I was going to, if she had let me go at that point, I would have gone right back and down the ramp. So she helped us up there.
What can we say to describe the delectable flavors of Land O'Lakes ice cream today? Scoop, period. Land O'Lakes ice cream.
Scoop-erb.
Land O'Lakes ice cream. Scoop-period. Made with only the freshest cream. Described with only the freshest words. Land O'Lakes superior ice cream.
Superior.
You won't find them in a Sealy. You won't find them in a Serta. You won't find them in a Stearns & Foster. But you will find them in a Beauty Rest by Simmons. Hundreds of these exclusive Beauty Rest coils. They're wrapped individually so they're free to move separately to give every part of your body the kind of firm, comfortable support you won't find anywhere but here.
Available at Levitt's Furniture, Burnsville and St. Paul.
Beauty Rest by Simmons.
Life's slow, taking the time to make a rice that is oh so fine.
Some of the world's best rice grows along these banks. Rice for Uncle Ben's. Because Uncle Ben's does more than put it in a box. They steam every grain to remove stickiness and seal in more of the natural bran nutrients, so it cooks up separate and full of goodness. Uncle Ben's converted brand rice. I wouldn't serve anything else.
Uncle Ben's, bringing home the goodness of rice again.
Yeah.
We're back showing some highlights, and the people you saw hanging from the rafters a few moments ago, they're still up there, as they are wont to do, are the people who are responsible, many of them, for the tape that goes on this show. Our photographers and editors, and they do a fabulous job. We want to thank them for everything they've done for us. And they're great fun to be out in the field with. Good people. Good people. We have some more highlights that we want to show you of things that have gone on in the last 4.5 years as we've been out of the studio. And the first one we're going to look at right now was a chance for me to... Well, I used to go to the ice follies and pretend that I was one of the skaters, and this was a chance for me to actually be there and audition to be a skater with the ice follies.
Where was this?
This was at the Met. The ice follies were in town, and they were auditioning skaters. And we thought it'd be fun to try an audition. And I didn't think I was doing too badly there for a while, as long as somebody was hanging on to me.
No, actually,
There we
you
go.
looked very graceful. You used to skate, didn't you, at one point as a kid?
There. I lost it. Yeah, I did when I was little. I never got too far.
And... Nice.
Not bad. How are you in there?
I'm only 3 feet tall, and I'm fully extended the way I am here.
No, really, can you stand up and touch the bottom in this? Is that how it's built?
No, I'm sitting on a seat here. I think probably one of the good parts about this I'm not taking full advantage of, because if you see in this little picture over here, you can see you're supposed to have at least 5 or 10 friends in here with you. And in fact, though it doesn't look on the air as if I do have 5 or 10 friends, they're all right down there. We're all having a very good time.
They're all singing Short People.
Yes, that's exactly right. It's a great little thing. You should try it.
One of the great parts about this job is to meet so many experts. And one expert I got to go fishing with is Ron Sharon from the Tribune, who probably knows more about fishing than just about anybody in the Twin Cities.
Do you know what kind of fishing pole you're using there, or technique?
Oh, I have no idea. I had a hard enough time just casting it out into the water. But look, I caught a fish. I caught several fish that day.
What is that, you know?
I think it was a sunny. Is there such a thing called a sunny crappie? I don't know.
Sonny the fish.
A fish is a fish.
Come here,
I caught
Sonny.
one.
Come here. You're mine. That one looks legal limit. That looks pretty good.
Think so?
Yeah. Don't
We
you think?
threw them all back. I don't think Ron just wanted to show me how to clean them. Oh no.
Now get this. This is when we decided, wouldn't it be great to do consumer testing? So we were going to test a suitcase. Now the initial idea here was for us to recreate television commercials. Now do you remember that commercial? I think it was for American Tourister, where they took a suitcase and what did they do with
They
it?
put an egg in it. Put an egg inside a plastic bag, put it inside the suitcase packed full of clothes, and then ran into it with a car or a truck.
Right.
And when they brought the egg out, the egg, of course, was still, oh, cutesy.
Yes, that was something that was supposed to be funny. Oh, well. Now we took the egg and we put it inside a baggie and then right inside the clothes. And the idea was to just set it then, as you ordinarily would have a suitcase packed. One's a little overpacked. But set it in front of the truck and have the truck hit it and see what happens. See if the egg was going to break or not.
We thought this was pretty close to the actual commercial. It was a real recreation. So far, anyway.
We even talked the luggage company into giving us the bag for
That's
nothing.
right. They were confident.
That's right. Now there's our truck, which we had to modify it. You see the wood right below the bumper there? The reason we had to do that, obviously, is because if the truck just went over it, it would have gone under the truck and destroyed the suitcase. We didn't want that. We wanted to make sure that the bumper just hit the suitcase.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
The suitcase did break the wooden thing on the front of the truck.
You see, you can still use it. Searching for the egg. No egg.
Oh, it was in there. We found it, and it was whole.
We dropped it.
We dropped it.
Isn't that ridiculous? It was fun. That was the last, by the way, of our consumer test.
Yes. How could you top that one?
Chuck Collier?
Oh, this was fun. I got to be part of Western Onion's singing telegram service. They sent me downtown to Butler Square, and this is how I sounded.
Singing telegram service, and I have a singing telegram for you with Christmas love from Mary.
Oh.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm not. Okay, here we go, Chuck. If you can bear with me on this one. What is that music? No, that's not the one. Okay. Here we go. Christmas is here, the year is done. It's been a crazy one. With Jimmy Carter at the top, but poor Bert Lancey had to drop Farrah Fawcett, Grain Gate fame. Dick Nixon said more of same. Now at Christmas, we've made it through another year.
And this was a highlight for everybody who participated in it. Tap dancing down Hennepin Avenue for the opening for the Hennepin Center for the Arts.
Boy, did this work.
Oh,
What a public relations campaign.
oh, it was great.
Thousands of people showed up for that.
All of us in red, white, and blue.
They seem to be doing actually some kind of routine.
Oh, sure. We all had to learn a routine. Everybody had to know it, or you couldn't be in it.
Now, when you join us in the match game, I promise to deliver in person Brett Summers, Dick Martin, Marshall Wallace, and
Sally Marshall's favorite husband, Peter, from Hollywood Square.
and From One Day at a Time, luscious Bonnie Franklin.
And my adorable yet nutty pal, Bill Daly.
Can we bring that cue card closer?
And we'll all be here on the match game. And I implore you to be here, too. Thank you.
Welcome to the new world of the 80s and America's greatest summer break, the Minneapolis Aquatennial. Attend one of the year's international events featuring talents from Scotland, Mexico, Jamaica, Taiwan, and other world neighbors. Enjoy 2 spectacular parades, the Mall Block Party, senior and youth activities with 250 events to choose from. There's something for everyone. Don't forget to buy your skipper pin. It's your passport to the new world of the 80s, July 18th through the 27th.
You know, a lot of the things that we didn't do, we had a family from here in the Twin Cities do, the Ball family, and you've probably seen them over the past few years. Some of the Ball families with us today, would you all stand up, please? Karen, Danny, and Jerry Ball. They're right there. You did a beautiful job on our show, and we thank you. And you know, also here is not on the show today, but Rocco Altabelli, the hair designer, has done a beautiful job of this. Rocco is here with his son, Nino. Rocco? Oh, they all made a very big difference in our show, as you know, and we love them. Well, for the past 4 years, the weather has been done by Gene Rubin, not quite 4 years, maybe about 3 years, and so since we were doing highlights, he's going to do the highlights of 3 years of weather. Gene?
I think that would take me a long time, Steve, probably about another 3 years, but you know, we have been having a heat wave of sorts here in the Twin Cities lately, and one way to keep cool is this dog here. He was a relatively rich dog. He air-conditioned his doghouse, went out and bought an air conditioner down in Texas somewhere, kept him a little bit cool. He stays in there. The air conditioner goes on at 9 in the morning, goes off at 9 at night, it was reported, so pretty smart dog there. But the question people have been asking me, are we having a heat wave here in Minnesota in the Twin Cities? Well, I'll let you decide for yourselves. The definition of a heat wave is a period of abnormally hot weather continuing over an extended period of time. So you have to figure out for yourself if this is abnormally hot and if it's for an extended period of time. How hot can hot be? Well, the greatest heat wave in Minnesota history was back in July of '36. It lasted 16 days. Temperatures in the Twin Cities, 8 days in a row of 100 degrees plus. This year, not quite as hot as that. 9 of the last 11 days have been warmer than 90 degrees. And the current U.S. heat wave down south, Wichita Falls, Texas, believe this or not, 24 days in a row now with temperatures above 106 degrees. Absolutely incredible. But the hottest U.S. city, Yuma, Arizona, you think the southern Texas heat wave is bad. They had 101 days in a row with temperatures above 100. That's 3.5 months. So they never got cooler than 100 degrees. So things could be worse. You could call this sort of a mini heat wave. Right now, current conditions, the temperature 74 degrees, dew point a relatively muggy 67. The winds are east at 12. The pressure is rising now, and the skies are mostly cloudy, no rain showers this time, but at about midnight last night, on the radar, there were some showers moving into portions of southern Minnesota and just north of Twin Cities. We'll run this time-lapse through, and we'll see about 3 o'clock we'll drop down a range, and there were an area of showers developing, and if you heard all that thunder and lightning last night, right here, right about between 3 and 4 in the morning, they hit the Twin Cities, a little bit of thunder and lightning, nothing severe, and the current picture of the radar, nothing around except up here in northwest Wisconsin, so except maybe the slight chance of a shower today, by afternoon the sunshine should come out. Let's look at the satellite picture from a few hours ago, from about 4 o'clock this morning. Quite a few clouds throughout Minnesota, but here comes the clearing. We'll run this time-lapse through a couple times real quick. Let's take a look at the newest picture now. It does show breaks right through central part of Minnesota here, and especially a lot of sunshine out here. So by about 3 to 4 o'clock, the sun should break out. Should be a pretty pleasant late afternoon. Around the country today, here's the low pressure center and all the rain in the upper Midwest. Besides that, only a few showers down in Florida. Dry conditions moving in for tomorrow, Saturday. But by late in the day, another little low pressure center develops to the south of us. It will be warm tomorrow, up around 90 again, but there could be some late afternoon showers. For Sunday, Sunday looks just beautiful. Warm and sunny around much of the upper Midwest, including the Twin Cities area. All in all, a pretty decent weekend. The forecast in detail, variable cloudiness, a slight chance of a shower. Very warm, highs 83 to 88 today, 20% chance this afternoon of that shower. By tonight, partly cloudy and mild, lows in the 60s. For tomorrow, Saturday, partly cloudy, a chance of a late afternoon thunderstorm, highs around 90, 30% chance of rain. And for Sunday, sunny and very warm, again, highs 88, all ideal weekend. And I just want to wish Steve and Sharon a goodbye and good luck in Washington. It was 103 degrees yesterday. Today's high will be 95 degrees, so it's probably worse there. Steve,
Thanks, Gino.
Thanks, Gene. If you were watching the show a few months ago, we had a question and answer period in the audience, and we got talking about my last name. Because, as you well know, Steve and I got married in December, and people were asking me if I still use Sharon Anderson or Sharon Anderson Edelman or what. At that time, my name was still Sharon Anderson legally, and I said I hadn't made the decision on that yet. I got lots of letters from all of you out there. Thank you for those letters with all sorts of different opinions about it, what I should do. And what I finally decided, and we decided, is that Sharon Anderson is my professional name, as it will continue to be, and Sharon Anderson Edelman is my married name.
So I got one question for you.
What's that?
You've never changed your checkbook.
Mm-mm.
No legal papers say that.
No, but you have your own checking account. As soon as I get into your checking account, then I will take
Then
your name. You pay
that's
my
great.
bills, and I'll take your name. How about that?
Yeah, it's a funny thing how we introduce each other when we go into public. I guess now I just say, and this is my wife Sharon, and that works out nicely.
Right.
Yeah, we thought it might work if I were Steve Anderson.
I liked
That's
it.
a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
I liked it. But December 1st of last year was the day that Steve and I got married. We went up to Lutsen, Minnesota, which is our absolute favorite place in the whole country.
Yeah.
And that's where we chose to be married. It happened to be December, but we wanted to get married outside anyway because we thought it was so beautiful. So friends joined us. We went up there and had a beautiful weekend in Lutsen. And we want to share with you right now the pictures that were taken by our good friend Rocco Altobello.
Yes, Rocco did a beautiful job with these. He's a real artist. Take a look at the wedding.
When we first arrived the night before the wedding, and we were all just sitting around the fireplace.
They look stunned, don't they?
Getting relaxed.
He said, I got married once too, don't worry about it.
And then he cut my bangs. It was frightening. And Craig Olson was there as a good friend and also professionally. He did a beautiful job helping us out, making the bridge look nice for the wedding. We decorated with fresh berries that we found around there and ribbons. And
look at Jimmy.
He did a wonderful job.
There's Jimmy Bigelow and his wife, Helene. We had a lot of fun. What we did was, after the night before, had kind of a party with dancing and big disco sound.
And
that was a
the night
lot
after,
of fun. A lot of our good friends were there. Those are the berries from the that were picked right off the trees at that time.
Part of the event was running out there and trying to decorate the morning. It was about 16 degrees.
I don't think that bridge has ever had that many people on
No.
it.
And that was our wedding ceremony.
The Good Earth restaurants serve good food naturally. For dessert, try their famous recipe carrot, honey walnut, or banana brunch cake. The Good Earth restaurants. Good food that's good for you.
Here's two waterbeds, one from the leading waterbed store and one from Slumberland. Both are the same size and both use conventional linens. In fact, both were made by the same company. Both have the baffle design that makes the 1980 waterbed waveless and noiseless. What's the difference? It's a whopper. The Slumberland waterbed is $99 less. So don't buy one till you've looked here, because this waterbed may be waveless, but our prices are making waves. At Slumberland, rest easy. You are going to get a good buy.
Already? How much time do we have?
Go ahead. 30 seconds.
We have 30 seconds and Steve is on his way out here. What can we say after 4.5 years? Our success, so much of our happiness, just, you are responsible for that.
Yeah,
we
we want
love
to
you
know.
all. We will miss this place more than we can tell
We
you.
can really feel the bond, and we thank you for your acceptance.
Bye-bye.